combinatorial ideas or combinatorial-like ideas that you are talking about were in the heart of many results in continuous pure mathematics. Analytic number theory is particularly excellent examples because also Hardy and Littlewood use it, and many others use it all the time. Now, these were the purest of the pure in the turn of the 20th century. This was the purest math you could do. In some sense, this was revered, this kind of mathematics. And despite the fact that this kind of mathematics was revered, and despite the fact that there were combinatorial ideas in many of the results, of course hidden at the time, combinatorics, which was used, in fact, also in sieving, right? Sieving for prime. What is it if not combinatorics, pure combinatorics, was not recognized somehow by the same mathematical community who maybe admired the analytic number theory and the results of what was produced. So how do you explain this dichotomy? I mean, why wasn't it clear as it is clear now that combinatorics is an essential part of doing and achieving many mathematical results? And we should, rather than push it down, we should, we should teach our students more of it. We should accept it. We should hire combinatorialists. Why was it like that 50 years ago?
This is just a guess. Not really a precise answer, at least I don't consider it as one, that there was no combinatorics by its own right practically, yes, before the, let's say, Second World War. Yeah. There was no such a thing, very few, like even in graph theory, which is a small part of discrete mathematics, combinatorics, the first results were done in the 40s. So maybe that is the reason then combinatorics as such did not exist. So then this mathematician didn't consider, didn't look after their own work as something which is of combinatorial nature.
But once it was created, let's say in the 60s.
I don't want to be too harsh on them.
This is your opportunity.
So I would say then some arrogance was involved in it. Then they looked down the combinatorics, maybe because that part was clear, then you didn't really need it, at least in the 60s. Now it's completely different, a lot of knowledge. And then they, of course, couldn't understand the difficulty and then why these people are just asking problem after problem. So somehow they admired the theory, as they wanted to build a theory and then use the theory to prove problems. So therefore they were not interested in combinatorics, just problems. But they didn't realize, most probably even in the 60s, then in combinatorics it's a little bit different. We usually start with a problem, but most probably what they missed, then by solving the problem you develop method and even theories. So then that part actually was missing for them because already they had the judgments, and this is just a branch of problems as opposed to their a deep understanding of mathematics or maybe the universe and different and then theories and so on, which is extremely important. Let's not be mistaken. They are great mathematicians, this is great mathematics, but actually Tim Govertz writes about these two things, and these two cultures, the theory building and the problem solving. I do believe then this is now I hope that many others share my opinion that is slightly artificial, because there is a real interplay, and that is how it should be. So I am very happy, even though I know only one part of it, if I know just a small part of discrete mathematics. But the reason is there was no combinatorics, just really answering your question.
I think
there's a field in the 20s, 30s, and so on.
It's probably also because just the ease at which you can generate problems. Possible also that lots of problems were not interesting, or the examples that many people saw were certainly not motivated. So if you either see the beauty of a painting in the museum and your friend thinks it's junk. Yeah. So, and there just seemed to be an abundance of problems that many people were trying to solve without clear direction. But maybe this is how it had to develop initially. So out of these huge collections of problems, luckily many of them good ones, like the ones that Endre generated, methods started to be developed. So, and by now I would say that we have even a few theories or larger understandings in combinatorics.